In TAXINAUT you play a cabbie in space with a lot of different planets to explore. You can see around the galaxy map we're in the Yamo system, which has multiple planets. It's surrounded by a lot of other star systems, all with their own planets. And as I zoom out you can see there's a lot of star systems. So to explore all that you need of course buy equipment like warp jumps and anti-graviton charges to get you off planets. And for this you need voodoo. Your voodoo is shown here in the top right corner. Mine is 20,136 at the moment. And to earn voodoo you find passengers, fares. They look like blinking yellow guys with one arm raised. And when you find them, let's try to find one. There's one. You fly into them, speed is 1. You'll land automatically and they'll tell you where they want to go. And you can take them, fly them to the destination and earn some voodoo. You need this voodoo to pay for equipment. The thing with equipment is they all are in the form of a consumable. So in TAXINAUT you don't buy a warp core, warp engine or something like that. Buy it once and then use it over and over again to warp to other stars. Instead you buy warp jumps and you'll consume one each time you warp to another star. For example, this stumbolt here, maybe you can see there at the bottom it says you have 4 and 0 stored. If I use one, it now says you have 3. I consume one each time, and everything works like that. Another thing is, it might not be that easy to find certain items, because traders generally only stock one of each, and a lot of items are only sold at specific traders. For example, here I have one bookmarked. I'll teleport there. Just land there. This one sells, for example, anti-graviton charges. Well, only one. If I buy it, see, it's now gone. I can't buy it there again. He'll restock with some other item eventually, but not right now. So that's a problem. Now the good news is there's a lot you can do to make life a lot easier. For one, you can find sources for items. This, for example, is a source for pink night vision. See how it's glowing and with a little gold icon in the top left of it. Sources, if you buy them, enable you to from then on purchase those items at your home and unlimited. So you won't have to look for those items anymore. You simply go home and you can buy as many of them as you want. For example, if I buy this pink night vision now, you see I've unlocked gain pink night vision. Oh, here. Anyway, if we go home, I'll just teleport there. Where is it there? When I land there, and I go into my store, I now have, ignore this, but I now have pink night vision there, available for 60. Then I can buy as many of them as I want. Another way to make your life easier is by improving your cab with mods. I own my own cab, not if I'm borrowing one from a taxi company, then I can add mods to it. You can only do that for items that you've already unlocked for purchase at home. So in our case, if I click on this, I can only add pink night vision. These mods will give a free use of that item every time you sleep. Every time you sleep. So in this case we only have one. I can buy more. It says there at the bottom. Click to increase the number of uses this mod can provide to 2 for 120 voodoo. So now I get 2 every time I sleep for free. Another way to improve your life is by improving your clone. You can put gongs on the clone. You can also see this here by clicking on your portrait in the top right there. You see your gongs, I have none, and your ship mods. Gongs you buy at clinics. Just teleport to a clinic here. Right? Where is it? There. So for example, this one sells a gong that increases the reduction in topic prices from a person after charming them. Well, it makes you a more charming guy. I won't get into that now, but let's say we buy this. I can now take this by clicking on it here. Preferably you do this at home. Oh, I have to be landed as well. I'm thinking, why doesn't that work? Yeah, we'll go home, because you can get sick after taking gongs. So we'll land at home. In our clone we now have none. Now we take the gong. So we have now story charm level 1. You can see this here. See, we now have a 1 here, story charm. You can see it here as well. Story charm level 1. There's all kinds of gongs. Some improve your use of weapons, some make things cheaper. All kinds of things they do, just like skills in other games, basically. The last way to improve your life. Oh, I'm sick at the moment. Right. That's gong sickness. Yeah, I'll just recover. The last way to improve your life in TAXINAUT is by discovering places. Just flying around and exploring things. You'll discover all kinds of things that will make your life a lot easier. Also, when you know where a place is and a passenger doesn't, they pay a lot extra. So it pays off to know a lot of places where they are. Otherwise, if you pick up a passenger and they don't know where something is, you'll still have to ask around for where it is or pay for directions at the information. If you already know where it is, first of all, the passenger will pay extra for it if they don't know, and you won't have to ask around. So that makes fares a lot more lucrative. On top of all this, TAXINAUT has storylines. Storylines are like quests in other games, and they give you things like, well, you discover important places through them, but also sometimes unlock certain items or get to know people that are important. The storylines will show up as icons in your item pane here. For example, I have Birdie, which is the main storyline in TAXINAUT, and being a TAXINAUT at the moment, which is sort of like a tutorial-ish storyline that I hardly recommend, or that I recommend you do in the beginning if you haven't played TAXINAUT before. And if you click on one of these, it'll show you an overview of where you are in it. It'll just give you a description of what the story is about, and here your next objective. You can hover over it sometimes to get a suggestion of what to do next. It also shows the rewards. Sometimes this means that these items will become unlocked when you complete the storyline, and the progress. Yeah, so if you're new to TAXINAUT, I suggest you maybe watch the other 4 first videos in the TAXINAUT Quick Tips playlist. This is the first one, and then watch the 4 other ones, and leave the other ones as you need them. While you're playing TAXINAUT, you might have questions about certain topics, and you can just pick and choose videos as you please, as it comes up for you. So I hope this helped. I hope you're going to enjoy TAXINAUT, and see you later maybe. Bye.